What's up, everybody? Bert Newcomb, the realtor here. In yesterday's video, what we talked about was how to buy a home, and in today's video, what we're going to talk about is how to make a repair request amendment, right? So you're under contract, you just went under contract, you hired an inspector, termite inspector, home inspector, maybe a roof inspector, maybe an air conditioner company to look at the air conditioner, maybe a plumber, maybe an electrician, maybe a structural engineer in worst case scenarios, right? So you've gone through these inspections and you found some issues you want to get corrected, right? Happens all the time. It is also very important as a buyer to get this all done while you're in your inspection / due diligence period, right? Before your earnest money is non-refundable. That is why anybody I work with, I put it on both my calendar when the last day is of that inspection period and of the buyer's calendar to keep track of as well. With inspections, you can do as much or as little as you want. Like I said, you can have as many people check out as many things as you need, right, to feel comfortable, right? And that's very good. So now you've got the information from the professionals that you've hired, right, to check all this stuff out. So now you're going to go ahead and ask the seller, to do one of three things essentially, right? So there's a few ways to go about this. You can make a repair request amendment for the seller to have the repairs made prior to closing. This is my least favorite way. There's a way, that you can have the money held in escrow account by the closing attorney for the repairs to be made after closing. And you can also have it reduced from the purchase price from your closing, right? Now, obviously, all this has to be agreed by both parties, but let's just say both parties agree to one or the other of these three, right? So, the last two are my favorite, and I'm going to tell you why. So, say you've had the inspection done, and, the inspector said something's wrong with the house, and let's say it's a piece of rotten wood or something, right? And the seller says, oh, no problem, I can repair that myself prior to closing, right? So you say, okay, great, fantastic, get it done. You both agree to it, right? So let's say the seller does it like this, but you want it done like this, right? So, everybody has a very differing opinion of what a completed job is. So you don't want the seller to say, oh, hey, got the repairs done. Then you send the inspector back over there, right? And the inspector says, oh, this is the worst job I've ever seen. Then the question becomes of, well, has the seller met his obligation of a repair? Very questionable, right? Maybe one person says they do, maybe one person says they don't. A lot of things can happen. So if you have the money held in escrow account or taken off of the purchase price so you can have it done yourself, do it yourself, or have a professional of your choice do it, that is probably, in my opinion, the best way to do it. That way you get it done exactly the way you want it done. That is just my opinion on how to get a repair request amendment that is both approved by both the buyer and the seller, done in the best professional manner, right? Everybody's opinion very different though. Maybe you want the seller to get it done so you don't have to worry about it. That's fine as well, as long as it gets done, to your liking, I suppose, or to both parties' liking, right? But that's just my opinion. Definitely form your own opinion. And if you want to buy a home, definitely give me a call. My number is 229-886-1179, and I look forward to helping you buy the home of your dreams.